Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Billionaire's Beginnings, where we are documenting our journey towards making $1 billion in GTA 5 Online. In this episode alone, we made over $4.5 million in 3 hours. I also ended up splashing some cash, bought a few expensive high-end cars, so I'm going to be showing you that stuff later on, as well as how I made my 4.5 million. And with that being said, let's get into it. So first off, there's only 4 things that we did in this episode that made us our 4.5 million. And to be exact, it's $4,584,047. So quite a large sum with only 3 hours of active work. So to break it down, we did 3 heists in total and 1 bunker cell mission. Now, in order to maximize my money, I made sure to do everything in one day. And the reason why is because if you do the Cayo Perico heist about 45 minutes after the cooldown of doing one previously, you activate hard mode. And that's going to give you a 10% boost on all of the money you make. So I made sure to take advantage of that, especially with the second heist, which we'll get into in a little bit. The bunker sale is really simple. When I started off my day, I resupplied my bunker and then I sold it on later on for $210,000, so that's out of the way. The first heist that we did, we ended up making $1,411,410, so pretty good take, not too bad, but you will see that the second heist of this episode was the big money maker. Now, we got really lucky. We got the pink diamond as our primary target, which is the best primary target you could get, aside from the Panther statue. But of course, the Panther statue is more like a one-off event type of primary target. So usually it's $1.3 million, but because I had done heist 1 already, on this one we had hard mode activated, which means that I believe this one was like $1.43 million. That is ridiculous. So we had that right off the bat. And then if you add on the secondary targets, we knew it was going to be a huge take. So I did that one. The first heist I did in an hour. This one I did in 1 hour as well. And we ended up bringing home $1,646,601. The biggest solo take we've ever had, excluding the Panther statue, which is an anomaly. That is a huge, huge payout for only 1 hour's work. Now, unfortunately, we did not get to fill up our loot bags completely. If we did, I think we would have been at about the $1,950,000 mark or $2 million mark. And on top of that, because we didn't have any quick restarts, we had our full loot bags, all that kind of stuff, we would have gotten the Elite Challenge, which is $100,000 when you're on hard mode. So we unfortunately got a little bit unlucky. We got really lucky with the pink diamond, but we got unlucky in the fact that we weren't able to fill up our loot bags completely, and I wasn't interested in going and trying to find other loot on the island and risking us getting caught. So I just took off. Pretty quick finale, but we did not maximize it completely. If we did get the Elite Challenge and we did get our loot bags completely full, that could have been a $1.8 million solo take, which would have been insane. And that brings us to the final heist, which was actually the one that paid us out the least. I did this one the fastest though, in 50 minutes time. I believe we got the bearer bonds, if I remember correctly, and it paid us out $1,316,036. So fastest heist, also got the least amount out of the 3, but to be fair, 1.3, 1.4, and then $1.65 million as our takes is very, very good. So part of that is luck. The other part of it is just, if you do this every single time, you do things on hard mode, you're just going to be making way more money. So a tip for you guys, and I've said this so many times on the channel now, make sure you do the Cayo Perico heist on hard mode. It's probably the best advice I could possibly give you. That 10% boost, if you happen to get the worst primary target like Tequila, or if you don't get all your secondary targets and can't complete the Elite Challenge, you at least get the 10% bump, which will subsidize that a little bit on those bad runs. But if you have a good run or a good primary target, you could be making tons of money, and that's where you can average 1.3 to 1.5 million per mission. And when you're doing this every hour, that is nuts. So those 4 things done gave us the just over $4.5 million as our total take. Now we're going to talk about what we spent our money on. Now, first, I actually bought the cheapest high-end apartment at the Eclipse Towers for $373,000. I just wanted funny enough, a better garage, and then also just a more central location in the city. So we got that high-end apartment, but we also splashed quite a bit of cash. Now, actually, one of these purchases I made back in like episode 8, but I just didn't want to add it in then. But I purchased the Obey 10F wide body, one of the newest cars, based off the Audi R8 in real life, of course. And we put the red on this car. I also did like chrome carbon wheels. Just everything about it I love. This thing's acceleration is insane. Fairly decent handling. The top speed's okay, it's not that great. But the aesthetics of the car and the acceleration of the car make it so fun to drive. So I'm really happy we picked that up. That stock went for $1,675,000, and then you have to take it to the Benny's workshop to get the wide body extension, which is another $575,000. And then of course, on top of that, I probably spent another $200-300K on upgrades. So let me know what you guys think of this build in the comment section down below. Now, the next car that we spent money on, although it is technically cheaper, the stock price alone is $1,734,000, and that's the Torero XO. It's currently on sale. This is a beautiful car, a very fast car that if you guys are ever looking to get, make sure to get it now. It's one of the Black Friday sales, so it's going on for the next 3-4 days. There is tons of stuff on the site. You could buy stuff from Warstock Cash and Carry, Elitas, and then Legendary Motorsports as well, of course. Warstock Cash and Carry, probably the biggest ones. You have stuff like the Deluxo, the Espresso Mark 1 and 2 on there for pretty big discounts. So if you guys are looking for some functional things to buy, as well as some luxury items, make sure to go and see if the things that you want are on sale this week on Black Friday, because we have a few days to get it out, and I'm gonna be dropping this video in the middle of that sale, so make sure you go check it out. With that being said, I ended up going with the orange and then the yellow pearlescent on the Torero XO with some track rims that have a full black color on it. I just think it really contrasted it really well. I was thinking of going really like obnoxious and doing blue rims because those are actually complementary colors. Orange and blue, but I stick with the black because it just looks really good. That's what we ended on. I hope you enjoyed this episode in the series. Let me know what kinds of things you want to see in future episodes in the comment section down below, and let me know what you think of the cars. I know I spent like $5 million on 2 cars. Sounds insane. So, but they are 2 incredible cars, and I think they're well worth it. Let me know what you think. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.